Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius souls, and welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at messages that you need to hear, messages that are meant for you at this time, at the time that you find yourself here at this video. Okay, Sagittarius, so we're going to jump right in to your reading. We're going to start with tarot, and then we will also pull some oracle messages for you afterwards. Coming into your reading, Sagittarius, there was kind of a focus on your energy levels, and maybe like either freeing up some of your time or taking certain responsibilities or tasks off of your plate in some way, shape, or form. So that is something that's coming through for somebody here, and I wanted to be sure to mention that for you. So freeing up your energy, freeing up your time, freeing up your resources may be a focus for you right now, or may need to be a focus for you right now, Sagittarius, if you are experiencing burnout or just taking too much on. But let's go ahead and get into your tarot and see what you need to know right now, Sagittarius. What do my beautiful Sagittarius souls need to hear right now? We have the Nine of Crystals with security and abundance. So Sagittarius, something that I'm feeling here is a need for really being mindful of what you bring into your space, really being mindful of potentially what you're spending your money on, as well as like overconsumption. Like there's kind of this energy here of overconsumption, and this could be kind of leaning into what I was picking up on coming into your reading, is utilizing too much of your energy. Over consuming, whether that be, overbuying or creating kind of a crowded space by bringing too much things into your environment or into your home, or kind of this idea of too much of something, too much social media, too much, phone time, screen time, too much spending, too much procrastinating potentially for some of you. There's kind of this energy of really needing to focus on simplicity and creating room, space, and energy, time, creating time, freeing your time up to really be able to tune into that abundance and that security that this Nine of Crystals is bringing forth. We also have the Nine of Acorns with power and perseverance. Interesting. So the number 9 may definitely be super prominent in your reality right now. The 9 is, the number before completion, but also the number before a new beginning. It's the number before we start double digits, right? It's the number before 1 comes back around. The new beginnings is something that I'm really feeling here. So there's also kind of this message here, Sagittarius, of like, there's this need for perseverance, but there's also this need to be able to determine like where the line is between perseverance and pushing yourself too far in something or in a direction or in a project that really just isn't meant for you. So there's a need to kind of be able to tell the difference between needing to really buckle down and do the work and recognizing when something is meant to leave your life or leave your time or energy or space in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. Then we also have the Two of Shells with union and harmony. So there's definitely like this need for balance coming in here, work-life balance, or, you know, social versus home balance could also be something that's coming in here for some of my Sagittarius. Is maybe you're spending too much time with other people, or too much time focusing on other people's needs or wants, or giving too much of your time, energy, and resources to other people and not keeping enough for yourself. So there's definitely a need for balance there. But what I'm really feeling for Sagittarius overall is kind of this need for alignment, and this need to really clear out anything that is unnecessary or unneeded or unwanted, and really deciphering between what you're just utilizing to fill space and what is actually adding to your space. Okay. Let's go ahead, Sagittarius, and pull some oracle messages for you and see what else your guides want you to know at this time. What do my Sagittarius souls need to know at this time? We have the breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Yeah, so there's definitely a focus here on like the smaller things. That may be part of like how you're either procrastinating, or kind of there's this avoidant energy, how you're avoiding something in some way, shape, or form, is like convincing yourself that every little detail has to be perfect, or every little thing has to be in alignment, or you know, you have to wait till the right time, or you have to wait till you have enough money, or you have to wait until all the circumstances are perfect before you can take that risk or take that leap of faith, or do that thing. And your guides are coming in here saying, no, you don't. Okay. We also have you got the love with Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Yeah, and I saw that with the Two of Shells and this need for balance, balancing your social life, your romantic life, your work play life. There's definitely a need for boundaries, and a need to kind of detach from social media, a need to detach from relying on other people or groups or environments. I feel like some of my Sagittarius souls here may be using those environments or those social situations as kind of a crutch to, well, you know, I have to do this for this person. I promised them I would, so I don't have time to do this for me. Or, you know, I don't have time to do this thing that I know needs to be done, or whatever it is that you're putting off in your own life. There's definitely something here, Sag, where it's like, I am avoiding doing something, maybe because it's difficult, or because it's scary, or because, you know, it's unknown. But there's definitely an avoidance in like utilizing social environments to avoid whatever that is. Maybe it's your home in general. For some of you, it could be like an addiction to the phone or the social media, or something like that as well, or that could definitely be playing a role in it. That keeps coming up here as well. Let's see what else does Sagittarius need to know. You know, this could have to do with a spouse or a significant other as well. It's going to be different for everybody, as this is a general reading. We have the spirit guardian of autumn with letting go. There's a huge theme here for you, Sagittarius, in really learning how to let go of what isn't meant for you, letting go of things, like I said, like really being able to decipher what is just taking up space and what is adding to your space, whether that's people, things, energies, tasks, chores that you're giving yourself, whatever that is. There's a huge message here for you, Sagittarius, to really let go, to clear things out, to open up your time, space, energy, resources, okay? And that's not necessarily opening them up so that you can fill them back up with other things. There's a need for openness right now. Potentially a need for freedom, you know, a need to be free in your time, like have free time for financial freedom, for, you know, freedom emotionally. Again, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but I do feel here that one of the underlying kind of energies that is really wanting to come into your life is freedom here. We also have courage with the Aspen spirit. Yeah, so courage comes in when we have to do something that scares us, or that we're unsure about, or that we don't know the outcome to. As I mentioned previously, Sagittarius, and that's coming back around. So really harnessing your courage and your personal power and really allowing yourself to let go of the way that things have always been, or the things that are comfortable, the codependencies that you rely on to maybe make your life easier or to make certain decisions easier for you. Interesting. Okay, a little bit of food for thought there. I do feel for some of my Sagittarius here, there is a need for transformation in the home. You know, we talked about clearing out clutter, clearing the space. For some of you guys, maybe there's a need for moving altogether or remodeling the home in some way, shape, or form as well, to really get that energy to move around. So we have two that want to come out here. I'm going to take them both. Our last messages for Sagittarius here. We have Rosemary with remembrance. So don't forget what you set out to do in the first place, or why you were doing something, or your purpose in general. I feel like Sagittarius, some of you guys may have completely lost sight of your purpose or where you were trying to go, and you got distracted by, you know, friends, family, relationships, and kind of trapped yourself in this cycle of, you know, well, I have to go over here to do this, and I have to go over here to do this, or being on social media or whatever it is. And there's a need to kind of come back to your roots, come back to yourself, and really realign with your purpose, Sagittarius. We also have a spoonful of sugar with marshmallow. There is a need to add sweetness to your life, okay? You deserve good things too, and when you're spending all of your time, energy, resources on other people or other things and not saving enough for yourself, it creates burnout, it creates resentment, it creates bitterness, right? And we need sweetness. There's definitely a need to kind of come back to self, come back to roots, really cut out anything that isn't serving you or anything that isn't adding to your life or your space, and really kind of allow yourself to indulge in your own life, Sagittarius, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that tuned into this reading. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this reading, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.